We're back in World of Warcraft. Ooh, Murlocs.
Lovely.
Hey, what's up, Honest? I am having an okay day. Thank you for asking. Pretty good day. Hope you're having a good day. My Hunter's still really squishy, which is a little bit unfortunate. It's tough because no one's really using the auction house, so I can't really buy anything. So all my gear basically comes from questing, and there aren't enough people on this beta to really kind of reliably get groups together, so pretty much just relegated to whatever gear I can get from quests or finding off of mobs. So my gear's not real good.
Lovely.
This is a beta. It's a beta server. It's a beta 3 of a private server project called Project Epoch. The link to the website's in the stream description. So yeah, there's probably only a couple hundred people that really are playing it right now. I think a lot of people are waiting for the final release. But I would like to say the Cataclysm pre-patch has been announced to be coming out, I think, on the 30th of this month. And then about a month later is going to be the release of Cataclysm Classic. So that actually coincides with this pretty good, because this beta ends at the end of the month. So when this beta ends, then I'll be jumping right into the Cataclysm probably pre-patch and playing some Cataclysm PvP once, you know, check out the trailer. There's tons of like custom content, custom dungeons, custom quests, all kinds of stuff. The cool part about it is it's level 1 to 60, but it's on a Cataclysm client, or it's on a Wrath of the Lich King client.
Lovely.
Nah. I keep forgetting that the that disengaged on the same global cooldown as Linklet. It's kind of screwing up my timing on some of these abilities. Shaman wants to duel me. I'm not gonna duel him standing in water. If he wants to duel me on flat land, he's gonna get rudely awoken to the fact that I can shoot him from 10 miles away. Look how far away I can go and shoot. look at it. Oh my god. So this would be me shooting that shaman with a concussive shot. I'd love to see how he's going to close the distance on a shaman. That's going to be pretty tough. And there's a lot of herbs up there. I bet he was higher level than me. Yeah, well, level 20, man. He was crazy to try to duel me at level 20.
What can I do for you? Be careful. Hello. See you later. See you around.
Hmm. Oh, Biff. Oh, damn it, come on. I wanted to jump off the stump there and then get a good disengage, see how far I could get. Hmm.
Lovely.
Disengage is still... I remember disengage being wonky in TBC, and it is still very wonky. You can see it's on cooldown. 4, 3, 2, 1. So even there, well, of course, I probably was out of combat, but just not working correctly. I wish they'd get disengaged to work. I wish it was like a later version of disengage because it was so much more dependable.
Lovely. Lovely.
A little bit of Mountain Dew. Mother's milk. I think I'm like, what am I at? In 94. Come on, really? Come on! Why is that not working? Look at that, I'm like spamming disengage and it's so buggy. And I don't know. I'm gonna put a comment in the Discord. Disengage just feels really buggy. Anyways, disengage is incredibly not dependable. See there, it worked fine. I think a lot of it has to do with if I'm facing the target, or it could be, I don't know if it's my distance to the target, but there's definitely some weirdness to it. You know? Am I done with this quest? Oh yeah, I am. Oh well. Well, here, let's see. We'll disengage here and see, it worked fine there. No.
Lovely.
Jesus, what level is he? 27? He's just crushing people?
Lovely.
Must be a leather worker. So once again, disengage didn't work. It's like so glitchy. It's like I have to spam the shit out of it to get it to work. Very annoying. Too many. It's just too many. Okay, or you can just break my trap, you know. You can just... That's one way to do it. That's one way to kill them all. Takes me forever to get all my mana back. Crap. I knew that was gonna happen. Yeah, he ate my trap. Hey, NX, how's it going, man? How you doing? Well, I don't want to aggro this group over here. I really don't want to. And here they come. Hey, but it wasn't me. It wasn't me that aggroed them. I can tell you that. That was the healer, I think. This looks like a lot of mobs. You did 10 levels today, nice. Here, let's take out this gladiator. He's over here. Our pet's just about dead. Yeah, I'm gonna pull my pet out of here. And there's nowhere to go either. I'm gonna bandage my pet.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Bandage myself. Alright. I'm gonna turn my pet's growl off. Yeah, he's just... I turned my pet's growl off because he was just getting murdered, man. Great, now we got another one.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
I don't have enough mana. I think my pet's gonna have to take one for the team here. Well, here, let's Nah, the rogue does really good damage, so. I actually like it. I love Project Epoch. I think it's fantastic. You know, it's tough to really get a, you know, a really good review of the game because there aren't enough players really to really group, you know, to do a lot of dungeon content. But The server runs really fantastic. All the custom quests I've done the ones above, wetlands. I went up to, you guys fixed the flight path to Iron Forge Airfield, but actually, since it wasn't working yesterday, I ran up, I ran up the hill by the Iron Forge area and took like a shortcut to actually get up to the airfield, and actually did the quests up there, and they all worked really well. I didn't have any issues with the quests. And and then I ran down the hill to the area above the wetlands to do the custom quest area there, or just to open it up, not really to do the quest because there really weren't a whole lot of quests there I could do. But it was super cool to see, to see the Dragon Maw up there and to see the conflict between the Dwarves and the Dragon Maw. I thought that was really cool. Oh, you're just really invested. Okay. Yeah, no, I like it. I mean, so far I really like it. I haven't seen any major issues other than Disengaged is really buggy, but I don't think that has anything to do with Epoch. I think Disengaged was really buggy in TBC when they first added it. You know what I mean? I would say that some of the zones, like some of the zones, like the wetland zones and stuff, the new custom content area was a little bit vacant of art assets. There were a few buildings that were really empty, and normally they would have more, like furniture and stuff in them. So, but then there were areas that were really fleshed out. So, I guess it just depended, Oh yeah, I've been following the project for years, so I know it's been work for a long time. So. Yeah, it's been at work a long time. So, but yeah, I mean, so far it's great. My only concern is that maybe a little bit too late. It's so many people played. I mean, with Classic being out for so long, and Wrath of the Lich King Classic and Cataclysm Classic pre-patches coming out at the end of the month, it could be tricky. There might. I just feel like the lightning in the bottle could have been hit about 2 years ago. If the server would have came out 2 years ago, I think it would have been absolutely massive. But I still think it could be pretty decent. A lot of it depends on Turtle WoW. I mean, the big advantage over Turtle WoW is obviously the client's Wrath client, whereas Turtle WoW is the 1.12 client, which is just kind of a buggy client, and macros don't work that well on 1.12. I mean, it's just a different macro system altogether, so. But yeah, no, I think it's good. I'll be really curious to see when they release it, like how well it does. I think it's one of those servers that if the people that were on this continue to improve it and continue to fix the bugs and really, because that's what happened with Turtle WoW. I remember Turtle WoW came out and it wasn't popular for about 3 years, but they didn't give up on it. They kept working on it, they kept adding stuff to it, and they kept making it better. Turtle WoW was riddled with bugs when it first, because I played it when it first came out, and it had tons of significant bugs, like pretty bad bugs. But they continued to work on it and improved it and made it better and better and better. And eventually, their hard work paid off. So I think the same thing could happen with. Looks like we're lagging out. Same thing could happen with the server. Let me make sure it's not my internet connection. Nope, not my internet connection. It didn't seem to be anyway. Which one is he after? Let's go the caster. My pet's about dead again. Shit, why are they after me?
Lovely.
Well, it looks like I'm dead. I don't have feigned death either.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
I don't think there's any way to get out of here. Maybe we can hearth out. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm so dead. Yeah, there's just nowhere to go. Nowhere to go. Oh, actually the res is really close. That's good. So they fixed the res point. That's nice, because the res used to be like you had to run all the way back from Lakeshire. God, I don't even know where I can res here without getting into combat. It's going to be really hard. Maybe here. Right here. I'm just going to hearth out and have to fly back to Lakeshire. I think that might be the first time I've died on this character, actually. That might be the very first time I died on this character. It's because the healer, like, died or something. Like, we had a healer in our group, but she apparently died. Yeah, so my concern is that missing the boat. I feel like Classic Plus is a really cool thing, but I just... And this is just me speaking more for me, because I've played World of Warcraft since beta in 2004, so I've played WoW so long that it's like... It's easy for me to get a little bit bored of the game, just because I played it for so long. And even though, like, Classic Plus is really, really cool and I love it, it's not going to be as... It'll be way cooler for other people that haven't played the game as much as me, so... But yeah, we'll just see. We'll see. If this server would have been live like 2 or 3 years ago, it would have been huge. But I still think it has a shot, as long as they keep putting in quality content into it. Keep like adding, keep reworking dungeons or adding new instances. I mean, adding new dungeons, adding new custom quests, and I really think that fleshing out the profession system could be an amazing addition. I think that. One thing that I've always wanted to see in a Classic Plus is adding... I mean, I don't know how easy it would be to add new gear to the game. I mean, maybe it's... I don't know. I mean, I know... I don't know how easy that would be to add, like, entirely new... I mean, I've seen that you guys have added new items, because I'm living proof of it. These shoulders are items that I don't think ever existed in the game. Light leather shoulders that are craftable. So, yeah. So, I mean, I would love to see... One of the things I've always wanted in a Classic Plus was basically more sets. Well, I've wanted to sit in every MMO. I've wanted this in every MMO. I want more low-level set gear. Like, really cool gear. Like, let's say there's like a... You know how like WoW has like gray gear, white gear, green gear, blue gear, purple gear. What if there was a gray set called the leather... Or called the cloth rags of the beggar? And like, the more items of that cloth rags of the beggar set you got, the greater your stealth went up. Just stupid stuff. Like, or like put in like, put in like a leather set of lightness or light feet or quick feet or something, that if you get like 4 items of the set, you get a double jump. So when you jump in the air, you can actually jump and then jump again in the air. So you actually acquire like double jump. Just kind of unique stuff. I'd like to see like set items that give unique kind of abilities like that. I'd love to see set items that give bonuses, whatever they are. I mean, I'd love to see some low-level items give hit rating. Just there's so many things that could be added to the game that aren't super groundbreaking, but they're just they're just nice little improvements to the low-level leveling experience. But yeah, set gear in general, I think I'd love to see a lot more sets put into MMOs. With unique bonuses that are unique and different and make people get excited. I mean, because a lot of stuff doesn't have to impact the gameplay too much. Like, I mean, you could get the cloth leggings, you could get the cloth set of the beggar or something, and maybe it'd increase your stealth level by 2 or something. That may not be something that's really going to be super useful, but for a rogue, it's going to be really useful. Think about a rogue who's like level 10, and who wants to maybe do level 10 battleground PvP, and if he puts on like a couple of these cloth items just to increase his stealth by 2, well then he's gonna, no other rogues are ever really gonna see him, because his stealth's gonna be so high. And now he's gonna be taking a hit because it's cloth, so it's not gonna have much stats or armor on it. But maybe if you have 2 of the items or 3 of the items that give you, increase stealth by 1. Maybe you have 4 of the items increase stealth by 2 or something. I mean, there's just lots of things you can do. So there's a lot of things you can do.
You need something?
Wait, ooh, is that better than mine? I don't think so.
Safe travel.
Light be with you.
Yeah, but we've got Cataclysm Classic. And there was a guy in the Discord, Enix. I don't know if you're still in the stream here, but there was a guy in the Discord who I had said, hey, when are you going to launch when's the release going to come out? And are you worried about like coinciding with like maybe like Cataclysm? And the guy's like, oh no, that's not the same. That's not the same audience. We're not worried about Cataclysm, and it wasn't somebody who even worked on the project on the team. He's like, that's not the same audience or something. And I'm like, well, I'll tell you what, that's not necessarily true, right? Because if you look, for example, at this Turtle Wild graph here, the Wrath of Lich King pre-patch came out on exactly, let's see, I think it was, where was it? August 30th, 2022. So you go to 2022 August, right here. Okay, this was August, like, right here is when the pre-patch came out for Wrath of the Lich King. So my point was, people were saying, oh, people were playing like Classic Plus servers don't care about like retail or Classic servers. That's not true. You can see here that once the Wrath of the Lich King pre-patch came out, the population on Turtle Wild dropped significantly from the pre-patch onto Wrath of the Lich King Classic launch. I mean, it was a significant drop from 3,400 players all the way down to like 2,000 players, and that was, I guarantee you, almost 100% all because of Wrath of the Lich King. Now, Wrath of the Lich King has a bigger player base than Cata probably will have, but Cataclysm will have an effect. And the one thing is that officially released servers by Blizzard, even though a lot of people don't like Blizzard, and I can understand why, their official servers, the one thing that you got going for you with an official server is it's not going anywhere. It's not like they're going to come up with an official server and shut it down in 6 months. Like if they say they're coming out with something, with a classic server, it's going to be out for the duration of the cycle, the patch cycle, right?
Light bless you. For the Alliance.
So there is a benefit of knowing that the server is going to be around, and there's also there's going to be a lot of people probably. Cataclysm Classic has really good PvP. There's going to be a lot of people playing Cata for PvP purposes, and I'm going to be one of them because PvP in Cata is really good. It's actually really good, and I feel that could hurt this server if this server comes out. I just don't think the server will be out then. I'm guessing this server will probably come out in about 2 to 3 months from now, just because they have to finish this, which is going to take the end of the month. Then they got to take at least another couple weeks to go through and do all the patches and fixes from the bug. Then they've got to release something out to test that to the player base probably. So that's going to be another couple weeks. And so you're looking at the end of, what is it? February, March. This is April. So that'd be the end of May. And that's about the exact same time that Cataclysm Classic is being launched, is the end of May. Or like the 3rd week of May. So I don't think it would be a very good idea, honestly, to launch Project Epoch a week after Cataclysm Classic comes out. If I was going to, I would probably wait like a month or two, at least a month. I would personally myself, I'd wait a couple months until kind of that Cataclysm Classic like hype wears off a little bit. And I really think they should tout if there are more recipes, because I didn't see a lot of recipes. I would probably put together a little bit more advertisement for this server on the website,
Looking for something
going into a little bit more detail on some of the, if it hasn't been done already, more detail on the changes in the professions. And then I also think putting out a roadmap would be a good idea too, saying, hey, this is what we've done and this is what we're planning on doing. But who knows, you know? Private servers are such fickle things, because you never know how long the server, are they going to stick with it? Are they going to, you know, because Turtle WoW is like to me is like an anomaly. I never would have expected a server that came out and basically had a population of 100 to 200 people for like 3 years. You never would have expected that server to survive. You would have expected it to die off, right? Like no private server comes out, right? No private server comes out in like 2018 here, and then, you know, 3 years later, you're still looking at only like, you know, more than 3 years later, right? You're still looking at only a population of 342 people. If you would have asked me if a server would have come out in 2018 and like a couple, you know, in 2021, you know, it only had like 260 players, I would have said there's no way that server would still be up. So for them to keep that server up is pretty impressive. So I think this is a great blueprint for Epoch, because Epoch is the only other, in my opinion, true Classic Plus server that's really out there. Other ones that I've seen are they're just not any good. So I think that if this server is going to work, you have to be very dedicated, and you have to stick with it, and you have to be communicating to the public, and you have to be good, nice. You can't come across as being arrogant. You can't come across as not wanting to at least listen to the community, but you can't bow down to the community either. You have to like have a vision for what you're trying to do, and you have to stick to that vision. That's a problem that MMO companies. That's a problem that they make all the time. That's a fault that a lot of companies make all the time, where they say, you know, they come out and say we're going to make an MMO and it's going to be a fantasy theme park MMO, and these are what we're going to do, and then they start, but we're going to be really open, and we're going to communicate with the public, and we're going to listen to what you say, and they actually do it. They actually do listen to what you say, and then what happens is they change the game so much based on feedback from the player base that it totally diverges from the initial core vision of what the game was supposed to be, and that's a bad thing. So you can listen to the community, listen to the public, but you can't give in so much that you're changing what your core values of what you wanted to do are. You know, you can't. I don't think it's ever a good idea to try to make an MMO that satisfies everybody. You need to set up a niche and say, this is what we're focusing on. You know, you can say, if you want to be like World of Warcraft, and this is a World of Warcraft, so it's easy, right? But if you want to create a new MMO, it's very difficult to make an MMO that's really good PvE and PvP. But in my opinion, if you're going to make an MMO that's hugely successful, like huge, and draws in millions of players, it has to have both.
Open for business.
You know, I've seen a lot of videos lately where people saying PvP's dead, and I don't think I'll ever fully believe that PvP's dead. I just think that PvP's not being presented in a way that that's sustainable, you know.
Hey there. You need something? Have a good one.
What other quests do I have here? I think I need a new pet. As cool as my bird is, I'm kind of tired of him, but
Hello. See you around.
oh, nice. Multiple slots. I love it. Love it. We can get ourselves some pets. All right, we're level 24. What kind of pets are we looking at? Raptor. 24. We could go with a white wolf. We have options. Some options.
Can I help you? Have a good one.
But I think the hardest thing with private servers, well, the hardest thing with any server is you have to have a healthy player base. If you don't have a healthy player base, so many of the ideas and the goals that you're trying to push out aren't going to work. And Project Epoch has some goals along the lines of PvP. They've got some really cool PvP. You've got Arena. You've got some new PvP PvP battlegrounds that they've even created, like a new battleground for PvP, and maybe they have designs of doing other stuff. But if you don't have enough people playing on the server, then unfortunately it just doesn't work. Yeah, but we'll see what happens. You did 10 levels today, gonna chill and do some other game. Nah, so you don't go insane. Yeah, I just started playing, I guess, 55 minutes ago, and did about a level and a half, I guess. What time is it? Oh man, 11 o'clock. Where's my phone? Oh, it's charging. Hold on a second. Alright. Yeah, I was charging my phone. I forgot to put it over on my chest over here. Boop, 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 boop. Yeah, the Cataclysm pre-patch in, I guess, in a couple weeks. Hmm. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get this character to 60. I'm already getting a little burned out. It's just, even with like the 100% XP boot, speed, it still takes time to level. It actually does. I mean, let's see what my plate is. I mean, I've played 23 hours and I'm only 24, so that's pretty sad considering, maybe the last 10 levels I've been at, 100% experience gain. But a lot of it's been exploring some of the new areas, looking at the new content they've added. I was running through this area here, checking out all the, all of these new areas right here, just above wetlands, which are pretty cool. Actually, that looks like they put the flight path right through here. I don't know if this is a modified flight path. And of course I missed the boat. Of course I missed the boat. Oh no, it just pulled in. Or is it? Yeah, I just pulled in. Okay, I didn't miss it. Sweet. Look at this guy. He's like, who the fuck streams private servers use? Go stream SOD, stream Counter-Strike or some bullshit. I'm like, I said, why don't you shut the fuck up? You sound like a child. I mean, seriously, like, why are you even bitching? It's like, if you don't like this, someone's streaming. I mean, you're playing this game, and you're telling people not to stream it. You know what I mean? It's like, what? It's like, if you don't want to watch someone stream, don't watch it. Then some guy shared a link in the in the guild, and he's all like freaking out, man. Dark Shore's always been one of my favorite zones. It's just such a nice looking zone, They've definitely changed the colors. Like, the colors and stuff in this version of the game they're different. Like, these are not the normal Dark Shore colors. Like, they're not, you don't normally have this kind of brownish looking sky, and it's just different. I don't know what they've done, but it's definitely different. If I were to turn off my reshade, you'll see it just looks different. And wow, it really looks washed out without reshade. I wonder if we should leave Magic Bloom on or off. Let me take a look at this real quick. We can leave magic glue on. We gotta tone it way down. Actually, no, we're gonna leave it off. I don't like it. Oh, I think they said that you can. I believe they said you can actually tame. I thought I saw that you could tame turtles in here. Like they have some turtles you could tame or something. Like, no, maybe it wasn't turtles. I mean, you could always tame turtles, couldn't you? I'm trying to think if you could in vanilla. Yeah, you could have turtles in vanilla, right? There was some new pet I thought they added. Okay. Maybe it wasn't a turtle. I'd have to go back to the website and take a look at it. You can see they changed the water texture. This is not the normal texture, and like I said before, it looks like the vanilla water engine, but it's just the texture is different. You know, this is not... I do think it's an improvement over the vanilla texture, which is more busy. But it doesn't look good in areas where they haven't colorized it correctly, like when you're in the wetlands area up top, and there's a couple pools of water up there. The texture doesn't look right. Can't compete to the classic client though. The 1.14 client looks way better than this, unfortunately. It looks really good. They did a great job with the 1.14 client. I mean, it's probably my favorite WoW client. Just the colors and the shadows and stuff are just really good in it.
Lovely.
Whoa. Shit, I didn't know that we had this. I didn't know we had this cart here. That means if it's coming this way, it's probably going to go back towards Astronar. I do like how they did. I think that's a good thing. These carts that they've added into the game. They also added a boat in the wetlands. So when you're in the wetlands here, wetlands. The crap. There's actually a boat that goes from here to South Shore. You can get it in Minotho Harbor right here, and it'll take you all the way to South Shore. And I think those are really good changes. I mean, it's nice to be able, and they're not like, because they're not like super fast. It's not as fast as flying, but Actually, the boat to South Shore is actually a really cool boat ride too. I actually liked that. I enjoyed that quite a bit. Where the hell does this herb go? Oh, it's not herb. Shit, I don't have it on track. I just thought I had it on herb tracking. We still have it on beast tracking. That's fine. I think here the vibrance, the FX glow looks pretty good. In a lot of areas in WoW, I don't really like FX glow turned on, but here I think it looks pretty good. The glow can be a little bit too much. Here's the card again. It's 2 cards we've seen going towards Dark Shore. Let's see if they added any content to this building. In Turtle WoW, there's some quests that have been added to this area right here. But I don't see any quests added here. I don't see anything. Oh shit, we're level 24. Means we have much better weapons. Yeah.
Lovely. Lovely.
Look at how little damage I'm doing. Yeah, melee just does not do well in this version, man.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
I mean, man, that's just... I don't know, man, like, in vanilla... man, it feels like I'm really taking a lot of damage. A lot more than I would on, like, a vanilla server, a regular vanilla server. Because, I mean, I'm 6 levels above that mob, and I had Monkey up, too. What's my dodge rating? Where's the advanced stats? Are they not on here? Shit. I guess... here, defense, right? Yeah. 13% dodge. I mean, it's not great. It's not great. Still, though, you would think I'd be able to hold my own with a mob that's six levels below me, you know, melee-wise, and that elk or whatever was beating my ass. So that's a little bit surprising. Where's my taming amount? Here it is. How big is our wolf? It's pretty good size. You know what? Actually, I don't think I fit the 100 trainer. Oh man, skinny 105. Are you kidding me? Skinny 105. Shit. It feels a lot different than vanilla though. I feel like my pet's a lot weaker. I don't know, my pet feels weaker. I feel very squishy. And it could just be because my gear's bad, but it's not like horrible. But yeah, I feel very squishy. Anyways, I'm gonna call it right there. I'm gonna get some sleep. I'm kind of tired. Yeah, I don't know, man. It feels weird. It doesn't feel. I'm trying to compare it to like how a vanilla client would feel at this point. And my hunter feels very squishy, and my pet feels kind of squishy too. Like Savage Strikes just does not feel anywhere near as impactful as it does on a regular vanilla client. Like I don't feel like I'm hitting, like I'm critting very much. I mean, it's a 20% increase to crit, so it's like you would think, yeah, my crit's going to be 22.69% because of that talent. But man, it just doesn't feel like it's really, like I'm really getting it. Plus, I think, what is the swing timer on Raptor Strike? It's only a 6-second cooldown, so, huh. I don't know, man. It just feels, I feel very weak at this level. Weaker than I should. Like if I was playing my survival hunter on a vanilla client, my rotation, damage rotation, I'll show you what it would be. Of course, I would have my pet tanking at this level. So what I would do is I would drop a immolation trap. I'd send my pet. As soon as he gets aggro, I'd bring my pet back. I'd queue up Raptor Strike. My pet can't come back because he's webbed. Queue up Raptor Strike. Of course, I'd make sure my trap actually hit him. Raptor Strike missed right there. I don't know, man. He keeps webbing my pet, you bastard. No, another miss with Raptor Strike.
Lovely.
Another miss. That's 2 misses with the Raptor Strike, by the way. Okay, they're 159 Raptor Strike. That's good. You know, it could be my skill with Axis is still not maxed, which is interesting. Yeah, that's why it's not feeling good, because my axe skill is only 78 and it should be up around closer to 120. 120 is max, so yeah, let's just get this maxed out, and then I think it's gonna. I think that's all. I think that's the only reason I felt squishy is because of that. So let's just go up here and we'll.
Lovely.
We'll just max out our axe skill. Unfortunately, we can't skin these guys. My skinning's too low.
Lovely.
Man, the cooldown on your traps is... Oh, it's so long. In vanilla, it's only 15 seconds. It's only 15 seconds on your trap cooldown. But in this client, it's 30. It's a double. It's double. Which sucks. All right. The animation for wing clip seems off. Like, I should be able, there's no cooldown on a wing clip, right? Yeah, there's no, so watch this, I'm just gonna spam wing clip, right?
Lovely.
Okay, I guess it's okay, just a little... Not as obvious that I'm using wing clip as I would have thought. It doesn't look quite, the animation looks a little bit off, but it's not a vanilla client. I mean, this is a Wrath client, and the animations are going to be different. I'm just trying to get my axe skill up. Looks like there's a rare mob up here. Yeah. I'll have to take out this rare spider here in a second. Yeah, a tactical ding for my pet. He dinged right there when we killed the other spider. That was pretty lucky, actually. That spider does hit hard, man. Oh, pet's about dead. 25 health. Good to Oh, he's gonna go. Oh, he killed my pet right as I killed him. Oh, male. Shit. What a bummer. It would have been great if it was like a Leather helm. Look at all this junk. So there definitely is a lot more rare mobs in the world. I've seen 3 or 4 rare mobs that are pretty much brand new rare mobs that we don't normally see. So that's cool. And they have loot, so definitely that's a good thing. I think it's good putting rares in there that have greens that could be nice upgrades for players when they're playing. One thing I've noticed is when your pet's low on health, he doesn't regen health quickly. Like his health regen is really slow, much slower than like a vanilla. So. Okay, axe skill 100. We still got 20 more points to go to max out our axe skill. But once we get up to around maybe 110 axe skill, then I think we could probably switch to tanking. Like I could basically turn my pet's growl off, and we could see how well my character could actually kind of face tank mobs as a melee hunter, and just basically move in with the serpent sting, start beating on a mob, we'll drop down immolation trap and see how much damage we take. Shouldn't be too much. Mobs should go down pretty quick, especially with the emo trap up. You can see we're landing a lot more lot more axe blows. We were missing a lot earlier. Now
Lovely.
we're not missing as much. you can see now we don't have to train abilities for our pets anymore. Like you can see here, my pet actually unlearned Furious Howl rank 2 because he learned Furious Howl rank. He unlearned rank 1 because he learned rank 2. He unlearned Bite 3 because he learned Bite 4. Like in a vanilla client, you would actually have to go tame a pet who has higher level ranks and then learn it, and then go back to your other pet and train him with that new skill that you learn. So I like the old system in vanilla. I think it's kind of cool, but I also, I also like it this way too, because you don't have to worry about it. So I don't have to worry about training my pet on his skills. He just learns them automatically, which can be nice too. Alright, we're at 108 skill. Let's go ahead and face tank this mob. And hit him, we're going to drop Emo Trap. Let's see how fast we can take him down. Lag spike, lag spike, lag spike. Of course, lag spike. And disconnected. Well, that was wonderful. And it's not my internet connection because it's running just fine. So kind of sucked that right as I was going to test that out, it just dumped me. Okay, well, it wasn't just me. I can see in the Discord chat that a lot of people were unceremoniously disconnected. Alright. Let's try this again. Send Pat. Bring Pat back. Better than 45 crit with Raptor. Okay, we still took some damage though. Took a lot of damage actually. Alright, let's pull with Serpent Sting.
Lovely.
Another lag spike. Looks like their servers have... This is the first time I've seen their server have issues. Yeah, I think that's probably a good time to quit. Yeah, server just dropped twice in a minute. Twice. Alright, I think I'm going to stop the stream for now, since the server seems to be kind of freaking out. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty good. I mean, I like the server, but I'm just, like I said, I'm concerned that the hype around maybe Classic Plus servers is not as strong as it used to be. And I also feel like, but you know, there aren't a lot of MMOs that are out right now. I think Force Gaming just did a video today on MMOs that are coming out this year. I haven't had a chance to finish it all yet.
And then post them on the auction house
So we've got Throne of Liberty, which is going to be coming out.
in exchange for loose.
I still haven't been... I signed up for the closed beta test that you're doing with Amazon Gaming, and I haven't actually seen if I've gotten it yet. Amazon. Yeah, and it doesn't look like it's listed on here yet. Yeah.
Lucent Box MMO. Vael, developed by Funcom, who have said that they're looking to take the past 20 years of experience in both of these genres and bring them together. There will be a heavy survival focus, the usual loop of starting with nothing, venturing out, gathering basic resources to craft basic tools to build basic crafting stations that let you progress to the next tier to gather better resources and make better tools for better stations, so on and so on. There's base building with all the usual offerings. They've taken the foundation of their prior game, Conan Exiles, and added and expanded upon it. There's even vehicle construction. In fact, vehicles are going to play a fairly large role in the game, as you have to use them to traverse the sands and avoid other players, as well as the sandworms. As per the Dune universe, sandworms are a constant threat and have been implemented to act as a tension mechanic, forcing players to think about their actions for fear of drawing their attention. If you make too much noise, if you move too much across the sand,
Yeah,
if
but
you
when's it
drive
coming
large
out?
vehicles for too long, the worm is as straight and clear. Turns off, which it means I wasn't playing the game. I've not played a really cool sounding feature. I do quite like what we've learned about Dune Awakening so far, although I do want to mention there has as of yet been no public NDA free testing, so I have not seen or read any first on impressions. That said, they are targeting a 2024 early access release, and it does seem like they're on track. In fact, a few weeks ago, I got a hands-off presentation, and what I saw looked pretty good. Now, it was hands-off, which it means I wasn't playing the game. I've not played the game, but I did see gameplay. I saw the game running in action, and I did like what I saw, but again, it's not quite the same as playing yourself, so we have to wait until that actually happens. Some cool ideas here, though. I like the concept, and I am looking forward to checking it out. Also, this is one of the few MMOs launching this year that doesn't appear primed to be full of pay-to-win on its release, which makes it a bit of a standout, which is also pretty sad, isn't it? Beta signups are available now. Test early access release in the spring, which in order for them to hit would have to be within the next few months here. This is an open world survival sandbox MMO with a massive focus on community. In fact, every building in the game will be player built. The economy will be entirely player run. There aren't even traditional MMO NPCs or quest givers in the game. There are enemies to...
I would like to say that a game, an MMO entirely based on player-driven economy is not usually an MMO that I like too much. I feel like when you give players that much control, it just... I haven't played an MMO where it was completely based on player economy, where it wasn't abused, and it was just, you know, if you weren't someone who's playing the game a lot, it's tough, you know, it's tough. Especially if think about it like if the player-driven economy is in place for 2 or 3 years and someone comes into the game 3 years after the game's launched, I mean, they're going to be so far behind. Like, there's going to be so many people in the game who have so much wealth. You're not going to have anything. You're going to be really relegated to having to somehow jump into... Well, I just don't know if they're going to have any kind of catch-up mechanics or anything. I don't know. I'm not a fan of everything being generated by the player. Like, he's saying all the buildings in the game are going to be player built. Well, what is it? That means that there's not going to be a cohesive look to them, right? I mean, it's just going to be this hodgepodge of different buildings, because not everybody's going to build their buildings the same, unless they make it so that there's not a lot of freedom in how you construct your building. And then if they do that, then the building's going to be kind of boring, right? Like, the whole cool part about building is that you have a lot of freedom to generate something cool. But if you make every building in the game player built, player created, if there's a huge amount of freedom in how those buildings are created and how they look, you're just going to get this hodgepodge of stuff where it's all going to look different. There's not going to be any cohesiveness, and I don't think that really is a good thing. So I'm not super keen on a game where it's based solely on player-driven content. You know, I just don't think that works very well in an MMO, personally.
In the spring, as they are projecting, they've been acting sort of like Once Human. This is anything could change. Project LLL is also targeting a launch in 2024, but when it comes to this game, they've just been so tight-lipped, it's really hard for me to judge. Other than the gameplay presentation during last year's G-Star event, I've not seen or heard any updates for this game. Sort of like Once Human, this is going to be an open-world looter shooter with some interesting-looking ideas, and we have done a couple of videos going in a bit more detail about it if you want to figure out those specifics, but in general, I'm pretty in the dark with this one. I have not seen any info or details about beta testing taking place. I've not seen any Their Soul Frame, which we might be getting
Soul
some
Frame
test
looks
of
interesting.
this year, they've said on several occasions that they plan to begin publicly testing the game fairly early on in the process, even earlier than what they did with Warframe all the way back in 2013. Of course, Ashes of Creation is still trucking along. This game gets regular updates, but it is still in alpha testing, with the Alpha 2 testing planned to begin in Q3 of this year, so a full launch is most certainly not happening. Quinfall supposedly exists and is running tests right now. We'll see how that one pans out. And then there's all the other games, we got like Chrono Odyssey, Arcade 2, Project Ragnarok, Into the Echo, and a handful of others that are in development, coming out at some point, but don't look to be anywhere near the new MMOs, the actual new games that are coming out this year or could be coming out this year. And as a quick recap, the ones that seem likely to actually launch in 2024 are Tarisland, Once Human, Throne of Liberty, Dune Awakening, and PAX Day. And the ones that are scheduled but I'm not so sure about include Blue Protocol, Project LLL, and Core Punk, with the whole other rest of the list being at some point in the future. But there you go. If you are sick and tired of me talking about games that are 5 to 10 years away from actually coming out,
I want to see Core Punk.
Hey everyone, what's up? So
Core Punk looks interesting. I'm not a fan of isometric games, but this one looks kind of interesting.
Today we're going to be taking a look at sharing my thoughts on the game's current state, along with what I think needs improvement as development continues leading up to release. Okay, so for starters, Core Punk, yes, as I said, is an upcoming top-down MMORPG. What's interesting is it's got a bit of an old-school hardcore spin to it. If you think of the leveling experience in modern-day MMOs as being hand-holdy, straightforward, streamlined, or easy, Core Punk has really gone in the polar opposite direction, for
which I love, by the way.
The game just drops you into the world and basically says, good luck, figure it out on your own. There are no map markers for quests that you've collected.
Which I love.
In fact, even the quest descriptions in your log can be vague enough that you best have remembered what the NPC you got it from told you. You also better remember where they were located. The combat, while simple, can also be quite difficult. If you are not paying close attention to enemy telegraphs and get hit by one or two of their big attacks, you can quickly lose most of your health. And when you do take too much damage and need to heal, well, guess what? There is zero out of combat regeneration. The thing that you're probably accustomed to in most MMOs, where when non-combat, your health goes back slowly,
not in this game.
Even if it's at a snail's pace. Well, they don't even give you that luxury. No, the only way to regenerate health is by drinking a potion,
or eating food,
or resting at a campfire. Ideally, you will do 2 or all 3 of these.
So I actually like that. I like the fact that you actually have to do something to recuperate your health. You have to eat something or drink a potion. I actually love that. I also like the fact that he says that the game has no quest markers. So this game, to me, honestly, and I don't really like top-down. I'm not a fan of isometric games, especially if it's this isometric where it's really top-down. It's not even like a 3/4 angle. I'm hoping you can tilt it or something. But I think this game actually, I think it could be something that I actually might enjoy. I kind of sometimes really enjoy a slow-paced game, where it's like the leveling slow and stuff, because it's more of something I can play while I'm watching like something on my other monitor, like watching a movie or something, and I can just kind of chill and relax and get in the game and do something. It doesn't have, I think MMOs that are too easy, or like the ones where you level to max level in like a couple days, I just feel like there's too much pressure to like constantly be like, it just feels like a sprint, and I think MMOs should be a marathon. I don't think it should be a sprint. Too many MMOs lately are sprints, and I don't like that. I don't want to feel rushed. I don't play an MMO to be like, go, go, go. Today I've got to do all this stuff. I've got to play 8 hours nonstop, because if I don't, I'm falling behind. I don't want to feel like that. That's not why I play MMOs. I play MMOs to relax and have fun, not to feel like it's a job. I have a job, and why I play MMOs is because I want to do something that's relaxing. To not think about my freaking job during the day, So, yeah. So this one actually, and like I said, I don't like isometric top-downs at all usually, but this one actually looks, I think this could be kind of cool. So, I don't know where we can get in. I haven't signed up for the beta or anything, but we're gonna sign up for this one, right? Oh, it looks like I might have already signed up already. I didn't think I had. It's funny, I sign up for so many things. And I use so many different passwords, you know, because I don't want them to all be the same. So, of course, let's take a look. Oh, wow, man, I got that email like instantly, which is pretty impressive. Change your avatar. I don't want to do all that. Let's just go game. How do we incorporate trailer, news, heroes, forums, FAQ? I'm sure I'm already signed up for this. Yeah, I'm already subscribed, so I'm already signed up for this. Let's take a look. Yeah, so, okay, well, I'm signed up for their closed beta, but yeah, so we'll see. I think this is going to be something that I might play.
Fog of war in a vast, a hero.
I like the art style a lot, actually. Believe it or not. I actually like this art style. Let's go. Ooh, man, 4K.
Each has its own unique role, abilities, and a set of fighting styles. Complete quests for NPCs who are too busy to do it themselves.
You're gonna need a better gear for that.
Kill monsters to earn gold. Shred them with your best move. Be careful, though.
As simplistic as this game looks, I mean, there's a lot of good things there's a lot of good things you can learn from this. Like, I think MMOs, I mean, first of all, the interface is really, really good. I think a limited action set's fantastic, so you don't have like too many abilities. It's you just see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 right here, and then you're gonna have some more, so maybe 10. I've always felt that 10 to I always felt like maybe 10 or 12 to maybe 20 skills. To me, really 15. I think 15 is a great amount of abilities to have in an MMO. I think having more than that can just be kind of silly. It's kind of like a waste. You don't really necessarily need that. I think you want to have 15 of solar abilities, but they have a lot of play in between them, a lot of interactivity between those abilities, such that certain abilities can help other abilities be more effective, and chaining abilities together or doing different types of things like that. I think that's a lot more fun. You look at a game like Terra, you maybe only have 18 or 20 abilities, but a lot of them chain together, and I think Terra's always been my favorite combat system for an MMO. But yeah, I like what they're doing here. It's very cartoony, but I like it. I think it's pretty cool. I think it looks okay. I think it'd be something I might enjoy. We'll see.
These at once, because any one of them alone, it takes ages. I'm talking multiple minutes to fully fill your health bar. And then in general, across the board, the game's progression is old school slow. You start off only gathering one resource. There was a Hearthstone.
Wow, this is a long video.
I walk around for 20 minutes even though I have all of the resources. That's another piece of quality of life feedback that I'd like to see. Ultimately, it really comes down to, I think the concept of the game is great, and I think the fundamentals and polish and gameplay, I think a lot of this game is done really well. I just think they need to work on the gameplay loop and the reward systems to make it feel more rewarding. It's okay to have a slower pace of progression. It's okay to have slower movement speed and slower pace of combat, but there needs to be rewarding loops among that, and I need to not feel like I'm being punished every time I go out to fight a couple groups of enemies that I have to walk back to town for 10 minutes to sit down for 5 straight minutes to heal before I can walk back out and fight three more packs before walking all the way back to town and sitting down for another 5 straight minutes to heal. That reward loop, that gameplay loop just needs to be improved, and I hope they do it because the core foundation of the game, the playing of the game, is really enjoyable, and I like the idea of a slower paced game. I just think it needs to be refined a little bit. Now, good news is that since the alpha, they've already released a blog post.
Okay, so that sounds good. Yeah. If they make the changes that Forrest is talking about, it could be pretty good. All right, guys, I'm gonna shut the stream off here. I hope you guys are having a good. I hope you're having a good day wherever you are. I don't know if I'm gonna stream any more of Project Epoch. I just kind of feel like putting a lot of effort into it right now. It just doesn't feel that rewarding, because the game, it's all going to be deleted anyway. It just, it doesn't feel that rewarding, to be honest. And, Cataclysm pre-patch is coming out in, I think, 20 days. So I may just chill for a couple weeks, maybe play some different games. Maybe I'll play some Dragon's Dogma or something. And just kind of, let my WoW batteries recharge. So when I come into Cataclysm Classic, I feel a little bit more excited about getting back into WoW again, And that way I can be a little bit more excited when I'm presenting the content. It'll be more fun to watch. And I hope you guys have it going. Well, we'll see. I'll talk to you guys later, man. Peace out. Peace out, man. Peace out.